Hello, it's Donnie. I know I haven't updated in a really long time, and after you hear what I have to say, you'll probably understand why. This would actually be my 58th week post-op. Post-op. Um, I don't remember if I did a 1 year update, but today being January the 5th, 2013, as you know, I became pregnant back in July, and my due date was April 4th, 2013, but due to some complications with me, my baby came early on December 16th. She was born 15 weeks and 3 days early, so she was 24 weeks, 4 days. And thank goodness we live 5 minutes away from a level 3 NICU, and that's a neonatal intensive care unit for anyone who isn't aware. And I was in the hospital for 3 days because my water had broken, and they were able to get steroid injections into me in the amount of time needed before she actually came, because I had contractions and I actually went into labor. So they intubated her, and she's doing really well right now. Tomorrow she'll be 3 weeks old, or technically she's still 27 weeks gestation. But she was born at 1 pound 8 ounces, and she lost down to 1 pound 4 ounces, and she's back up now to 1 pound 10 ounces, which is really good. And they have said, all the nurses and doctors are really impressed with her, with how much she fights to stay alive, and she pushes people's hands away when she's irritated, and she has her own little personality. And I'm there every day, and my husband's there every day as well, and I get to hold her 1 to 2 times a day. Just depends on how she's doing, and if my husband's able to have time to hold her, then I'll only hold once and he'll hold once. And eventually we'll be able to hold her more often, but right now she's got a problem with her heart. It's a congenital heart defect called a PDA, and they've given her medication to try and fix it, and we'll know Monday the results, if it's worked or not. If not, we're looking at possibly having to have surgery about 2 hours from here, which we're praying we don't have to do, because then we don't know if we're going to be able to bring her back to local, or if we're going to have to keep her up there for the rest of the time that she's in the NICU. But that's what we're hoping we don't have to do. And as far as my weight loss goes, yeah, that's going to take a little while to get back on track. After she was born, I weighed more after she was born than I did when I went in, because they gave me a lot of IV fluids. I actually had 2 surgeries on the 16th, because I had to have a cerclage put in, which was a stitch to hold my cervix closed so that she wouldn't come too soon. And I think that did save her life, because it kept her from coming even a week or 2 early than she should have. And they took that stitch out, and then we were going to deliver naturally, but I had an infection, so they had to take her by cesarean, and I'm having a hard time recovering from that surgery still. I'm in constant pain from the incision, because one section is taking a lot longer to heal than others. And I don't know, I spend a good 8 to 10 hours a day at the hospital. And my weight, I had a lot of water weight, but I was a little over 300 pounds after she was born when I came home. And it was devastating, because my last doctor's appointment, I was like 298, and I was like, thank God I haven't hit 300 pounds. And even after she was born, I was over 300, so it was pretty heartbreaking to see that number again on the scale. But it's funny, because when I was pregnant, I craved food all the time. I was always hungry, and now with all this stress, I'm not hungry. I pretty much just live off of coffee, and um, she drinks. They have a tube that goes down into her mouth that goes straight into her stomach, and she gets my breast milk, which so I'm having to pump all the time, and that's exhausting. And sometimes I just don't feel like doing it, and something I really need to keep up on because it's really good for her. And so that's pretty much all I do is I sleep and I pump and I sleep and I pump and I talk to her, and she knows who her parents are because we're there for her every day, and she reacts to our voices in good ways, and she enjoys being held by us. And so I'm having to take pain medications, and I don't want to because I didn't want to have to rely on pain medications to be pain-free. I was off of them throughout my entire pregnancy, and now it's like I have to rely on them just to get through the day. And as far as my weight loss goes, a lot of the swelling's gone down. I still have some swelling in my lower abdomen, but when I weighed last night, I think it was 287. So I was 265 when I first found out I was pregnant. So I still have another 22 more pounds just to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. And once the swelling's gone down, then I know that there's no more water weight to lose. But as soon as I heal up, I'll be able to get back to my exercise and my routines. And but I still need to take in the calories while I'm breastfeeding, because I will continue to do it. I will have to do it longer than normal babies because she is a preemie, and when she's actually released from the hospital, it'll be about the time that she was due. So then I have another, good year that I'd like for her to get the healthy milk from that. So if you look on my homepage, I have my Facebook. That's what I'm on the most. I don't really get on Twitter or all those other things anymore as of right now, but request to add me if you'd like. You do need to send me a message because I don't just add anybody who requests it, but if you send me a note telling me that you saw me from YouTube, then I will gladly add you, and you can follow me more closely if that's what you want to do. I did notice that I'm still continuing to get new subscribers, which I'm surprised of actually because I haven't been updating, but I am thankful for your support. I haven't dropped off the face of this earth. Out of the weight loss community, I'm still here. I'm just, kind of taking a detour because of the pregnancy, and since it didn't last as long as it was supposed to, I can get back on track sooner. But I'm going to show you a picture of my little baby here at the end, so you can get a good look at what she looks like without the hat on that she has to constantly wear. You can see her hair, and she's looking good, but just remember she's only 1 pound 10 ounces, so she's tiny, and it could be a shock to some people. But we have hope, and we have love, and we have faith that everything will turn out, and one day we will be able to bring her home. So leave me a message, comments. Like I said, request my to add you on Facebook. Just send a note. And until next time, I will talk to you later.